So, I'm going to show you how to make the Rainbow Loom Starburst Bracelet. There's many tutorials on this bracelet, but hopefully I can urge you to click on this one. It's a pretty easy bracelet. It's easy to lay out. The problem is when it comes to looping, it's a bit of a problem. But anyway, I'm going to do mine black on the outside, pink, white and blue on the stars. So what you want to do is you want to take your outside colour, I'm using black, you want to do it from this peg to this peg, and then you want to do the same on the other side, this peg to this peg. Then you want to take another one, go from this peg to this peg, this peg to this peg, and then you want to keep going. So I'm going to do half of it with you, and I'm going to skip ahead because it gets pretty repetitive and you should learn it. So you want to go all the way up on both sides until you get to the end. And you want to just keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to skip ahead. Be back in a minute. Okay, so now I'm coming to the end of my bracelet. Well, not bracelet, the border. So you want to take your last border colours and do angled bands. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take the colour of your first star. Mine's gonna be pink. I don't know if it looks pink on the camera, but it's pink. And you want to go down to the bottom. And you want to go from this peg to this peg. And you have to do it in this order. So you start from the middle to this peg. Then you go from the middle again to this peg. And you go round clockwise. It's easier if you don't mix up the layers. So it's better to have that one on the bottom. That one, if they get all mixed up, it can be confusing when you start to loom it up. So try not to overlap your bands, I advise. And then you just want to go all the way around. And then you want to push down. Next, you want to take the colour of your next star. Mine's going to be white. And you want to place the band from the top peg of your last colour. You want to do the peg after. That's going to be the middle for your star. And you want to put it to this peg. And then just do the same all the way around as we did with the pink ones. Again, try not to overlap the layers of the bands because it can get confusing later on. Okay, so round like that. Now take the colour of your next wand. Mine's going to be blue, and you want to just do the same all the way up. This peg, this peg, this peg. To this peg, and then this peg, and then again this peg. So now go ahead and do your other stars on this part of the loom exactly as we did for these three. I'm going to skip ahead now, so if you need to go back and see how to do it, just skip the video backwards or pause the video, do it, and then unpause to see what to do next. Okay, so now I've done 4 of my stars, 5 even, and I'm on my last one. So I'm just going to do the last one. Remember, this peg, to this peg, going around clockwise. This peg, that peg, here to here, here to here, and here to here, and then the last band on this star there, and push down all of them in the middle. Okay, so now you want to go back to the, okay, so now we want to go, we want to turn our loom round, go to the top. You want to take the colour of your border, mine's black, you want to take a single band, you want to cap it, and place it on the end peg, like that. And then you want to take another border colour, single band, cap it in the middle of your first star. And then you want to do the same all the way down through your stars. Taking a single cap, middle, and just do it for the rest of the stars. Don't do the end peg. I'll be back. Actually, I might as well just do it. So yeah, single cap, middle, single cap, middle, and the last one, single cap, and then put it in the middle. Okay, so now we're ready to start our looming process. Okay, you want to turn it around again, and you should have a cap band on the first one, and you want to take your hook and just, oh sorry, on this, right, I'm sorry guys, on this peg where you've put a cap band, this peg, you want to remove that cap band and then put on your hook, turn your loom around, so it should be on this end, and then put the band on this end. Sorry guys, I messed up. Yeah, so you want to turn your loom around, so it's this way around. Sorry, that got a bit confusing. So your cap band should be on these pegs now, where it has extra. So you want to take your hook, I'm using a crochet hook, they're strong raw. You want to take your hook, you want to go inside, you want to pull back the cap band, grab the first colour, and you want to bring it to itself, like that, in the middle. And then you want to go back in the middle of the star, pull back the cap band, pull back the cap band, grab the second band, pull it over, and bring it to itself. And you'll go back in, grab the next coloured band, pull round, back to itself. You want to do this to all the bands in this order. Over, pull to itself. Down, over to itself. Down, grab the band, pull to itself. Okay, so that's the first starburst done. Now we want to go to this band. You want to reach inside the first star bands, grab the next colour, mine's white, pull it over, and pull to itself in the centre. And then you want to do the same as you've done to the first star. Grab the top band, bring it over and pull it to itself. Make sure you're creating these shapes, teardrops. If they're not teardrops and if they're just square, then you've done something wrong. And you might want to try and figure out what's wrong. In, round, back to itself, in, pull it over, back to itself, in, over, back to itself. I'm going to do one more style view and then I'm going to skip forward. So you want to go inside the bands, grab the next color, pull it to itself, go in, grab the next band, pull it over, pull to itself, creating teardrops, next band, go around anti-clockwise. Okay, so now I'm going to skip forward. Pause the video
so
if you need to. Okay, so I finished all my stars. Your loom should look something like this. Okay, so now we want to go back to the bottom where we had our first star, where these pegs aren't pointed, unlike these pegs. You want to go to the bottom. You want to reach inside your cap band again. Grab the top border band and pull it to itself. And then repeat on the other side. Go in the cap band, grab the last band, pull it to itself. So now on the last peg you should only have a cap band on there like that. So now we want to loop up the border. It's a pretty easy process, basically what we've been doing, but straightforward. So you go inside all these bands here, grab the bottom band, pull it over, bring it to itself, repeat, go in, over to itself, go in, bottom band, pull it to itself, in, bottom band, pull it to itself, in all of the bands, grab the bottom band, over to itself, make sure going in, you should be going inside two bands. There's the colours we've looped, that's the one I just looped, so you want to go inside here, grab the bottom band, pull it up, round, and bring it to itself, like that. And then you want, on the last one, you want to go exactly the same, go in, bottom band, and loop up to itself. Okay, so now we want to do exactly the same on the other side. Go in, bottom band, onto these pegs, and just do exactly the same process. I'm going to skip now. You can pause the video if you need. So now we finished looping all the way up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull it off the loom. But first, because if we pull it off like how it is now, it will just all fall apart. So what you want to do is you want to take your border colour. Mine's black. And you want to get 2 of them for extra strength. 2 single bands. You want to take your hook, go inside all this last peg with your hook. Make sure you've got all of the bands. You want to take your blacks or whatever color you did, put them on the hook and pull them through. Sometimes you will need to repeat this step until both of the bands go through. Like that. So now we have all of it on here. You can tie it with a C-clip if you need. I'm going to, just to be sure. Like that. Sorry, there was a cat fight going on in my garden. Anyway, so you want to go, make sure you've got all of the bands tied in that. You want to go to the bottom and just pull it off your loom. Like this. You don't need to be that careful. If sometimes on your first try, you may have looped something wrong and it might all fall apart. If it does that, I'm really sorry that happened. It happened to me on my first try and I was like, oh my god, I spent an hour doing that. And it was really annoying, but if you just keep trying, it turns out really good. And you just want to pull this off your loom. Like that. Pull it off your loom. You can use your hook to help you if you need. And just pull it off. So that's our Starburst bracelet. It's obviously not going to be long enough to fit round your wrist quite yet. So we're going to have to make an extension. What you need to do is take your loom and take your border colour, single band, and put it like 3 bands down. Skip a space, take a single band, and then do the same. 3 bands down. If 3 bands isn't long enough for your wrist, then you can always add bands on. It's not hard. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to pull the cap band and stretch it onto the last peg like that, and then we're going to take a hook, go in, grab the bottom, loop up, grab the bottom, go in, grab the bottom, loop up, so like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take an S-clip and clip these bands make sure you get both of them and pull it off. So that's one side extension, but now it's not even, so we have to do the other side. What you want to do is, if you've done it with like an S-clip like me, you want to take your hook, or you can use your fingers, and just put your finger, 2 fingers, through all of the bands. Make sure it's all of them. To remove the S-clip, like that. And again, this is going to act as a cap band, so you want to put it on the bottom of our bands. It's going to act as a cap band. So again, take your hook, grab the bottom, loop up, grab the bottom, up, bottom, over and up. And then you can take the other side of your bracelet with the S-clip, and you can hook these last 2. There. You can just pull it off your loom. And that is your Starburst bracelet. If I helped you in this video, run downstairs, hit the like button, or comment on my video skills, as this is my first YouTube video. If you like this bracelet, also press like and subscribe to see any of my other videos. Thank you.